here's some items I've collected over the last couple of months, close to, I don't know, 6 or 8 months worth of heating and things to cook with when there's a grid down or a MP or power shortage. You know, I don't know what the future's going to hold, but I thought I'd just throw this up, give you some ideas of things that you can probably get. This is a solo stove, and it's basically a little kettle that you can put on top, and just don't do what I did and turn this upside down where it doesn't get any ventilation. This is an outside cooking pot, and it really works well. This, oh man, I will do a video to show you how this works, but I think any of them would work handy on here. This just came with the lid that has all the measuring and stuff in it, and it's really good for coffee or soup or rice or anything like that. So just make sure you use it outside, because you're not supposed to use this on the inside. It will give you carbon monoxide poisoning. This is a bag of fire. I got this at Walmart, and it was really cheap in the camping section, and I think I only got it for like, I don't know, like $3 or $4. So it's got quite a bit of stuff in here. I'm not really sure how many of these little logs are in here, but I would just check out your camping section, because it's, I think it's got probably like 6 big logs in here. So they're nice and sealed, and I won't open that until I need it. I've got some butane, and this butane will work with this Coleman. And I have not used this yet, obviously. I don't know if you can tell. It's brand spanking new. It's like $19 at walmart.com. I think these were a little bit more expensive than the propane. These were around, I think $7 or something like that. You can find these at the Tractor Supply, at walmart.com. At Walmart, they're almost always out. So don't know if they'll have them at Walmart, but you can try to find some of these at some of your local supply stores, you know, for farming and stuff like that. These are 8 of the pound propane. Now these will not work with this, as far as I know. These are $8.88 per 2. They were $4.44 at Walmart. I think they're now up to like $9.80 something cents for 2, but still pretty reasonable, and a pound a piece. It will charge this propane conducting ALP generator with no problem, I think. It should last quite a bit. At least, you know, I've got a 20-pound propane tank, so this one's really just for that, but I have not even used this yet. This is a really slick little thing, and I need to start this thing up just to make sure it works, because the manufacturer said that sometimes you have to start these up because sometimes there's some malfunctions, and you don't want to have that in a grid down situation. So this one, in my mind, is to help me power my Blue Yeti when, like, it's during the day. And my Blue Yeti generator is for at night to charge my refrigerator. That's my Blue Yeti. The power button's here, and I just turned that off, but you can kind of see the lights there, and it's really fantastic. I've used that for my refrigerator, and it powers it without any problems. Over 600 or 700 watts of this power. This one will output about, you don't want to max it out at 700, but my refrigerator won't even go over like 150 watts. So it works really well. The power charger is in here if you want to just plug it into the wall, but this one really works well with my 200 watt solar power panel. And this is a 200 watt, and I'll show you this in a separate video, but this is a 200 watt. It will actually output on a really sunny day, probably about 170 watts. So not the full 200. You'll never get what the wattage is from the nomenclature that you receive from the manufacturer. It'll be less. And if it's a cloudy day, you'll expect way less. So even on a cloudy day, this might not even pull maybe 70, 80 watts from it. So I might plan on getting another one of those, but I got that one on sale on Amazon last year, and I've used it already to power up my Blue Yeti, and it works really well. The last thing I bought were these, the chafing heater things, and this is the gas one. I bought this in a pack. I haven't opened it. It's still in the plastic wrap, and I'm going to keep that just the way it is in case I need to heat myself in a car or if I need to heat food up. But I just thought maybe for heating source, this might be a good option, and they were pretty reasonable in price. I can't remember. If I can find out, I will let you know and link it in the description. And so, yeah, that's really what I have here, just to kind of give you some ideas on heating and cooking, you know, ways to cook in a grid down or when the crap hits a fan. I'm a born-again Christian. I do not know when the Lord is going to return, but if he doesn't and he tarries longer just so that more souls can be saved, then I want to be prepared, just like Joseph in the Old Testament during the 7 years famine. We don't know what's going to happen, people, and we just need to be prepared, just as God directed us to be prepared. This is not a lot of stuff. And I'll tell you, this probably won't even last me very long, but you know, when it does, you know, at the same time, it'll keep me going, especially my solar generator. I know we balk at that, but the solar generator, at least it works off the sun. Unless that Blue Yeti goes kaput on me, at least I have some stuff for backup or just alternative methods. So you gotta be thinking about these kind of things, you guys, and you know, don't be afraid to go out and get a few items just to be safe. You know, I've got some butane lighters. I've got this cool little thing right here, and it's basically you see that? Okay, so that's a really good little tool to have on top of the butane lighters. This is a really nice one, and I got this. It was pretty expensive actually, but it'll come in handy, especially when I don't have a way to, you know, light some of these things. So that's called the Instafire, and like I said, if I can find where I can't remember where I got it last year sometime. But I put that in my go bag, and you know, it's just good to have on hand to light things. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. These are just things that I've collected over the past, like I said, about 8 months, and I hope you guys are thinking about these things. So be ready for anything that could happen, and keep your eyes on the Lord. And again, I don't know what's going to happen, but we just have to be prepared. So I appreciate you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video.